Welcome back, everybody. It's great to see that you guys have come back to yet another episode. We're actually on episode 18 in my All the Mods 9 to the Sky series. I do have some plans today for what we're going to do. As you can see, I have some blue ice, thermoelectric generators, and some uranium blocks. This was an episode before last, right? I have a tendency to like to overdo things, as people that I play with know very well. And so I decided to do something kind of fun. Here's our sub basement, and I've made a sub basement V2, and bats love it. I don't know why. That I what? I keep getting a hollow sound, so I wonder if it's treating my building like a cave. And that would explain like the hollow sound, I guess, but definitely the bats. I need to let them keep multiplying because I need 32 of them for the essence jars. Go ahead, my beauties. Breed. All right, so this is going to be sub-basement number 4, and I'm going to make it an immersive engineering room. And we're going to explore immersive engineering more by getting some of the machines and getting them set up. It's a fun mod pack, and I think having the floor in here as this would be pretty cool, and it'd have ready access to any power it may need. And then on top of that, I'm gonna send power directly up into the upper floors from here, so any excess power being produced here will be sent up there. I wanted to show you guys how these work. So I'm gonna place this here with one of these blocks and then one of the uranium blocks. Right there, it is now producing electricity, essentially. It's producing power, more explicitly. Power it is producing is Fe, I think, but it can be converted to Fe. So as you can see in my hand, I have mechanisms, energy cube, and you see it is going up. And it's going up by 21 Fe per tick, which is not bad. I'm going to put a second block here. And if we look, that's actually doubled it. So each one, it's producing 42. And then from there, I can put another one right here, and right here, and right here. And all I have to do is do the opposites. Right there, right there, right there. With the blue ice. And then do those opposites again with uranium. And each one of these is producing 42 RF per tick, and then I'm going to link them all together. I'll probably attach them to this energy cube, like over here in the corner, and then send it up. Nice. And so I'm not going to add one to these corners right here, to the very edge, only because I want all of them to have two sides, not just one, and I didn't want to have to dig into the wall at all. Which probably wouldn't have hurt anything. Just added a little complexity to it that I didn't want to deal with. Whoa! That's not funny, guy. You have a portal charm? That's kind of cool. Hey, Mr. Bat. Hey. There's so many in here. And I can reach them now. So, this took a little while to do. They're all in here and all connected. There are 338 of them in here, producing about 14 to almost 15,000 RF per tick for overall generation. These cables are Fe, producing about that much Fe per tick, about almost 15,000 Fe per tick. There's so many cables that the cable has a 26 million Fe buffer. That's a lot. And then if we throw this on here, it should fill quite rapidly. Oh, it's just over 14,000. Okay, that's not a problem. But yeah, that cable just dumped 23 million Fe directly in here like that. That was pretty crazy. So what I want to do is actually run this cable directly up here to run it into the upper stairs. And these elevators, like I like these elevators. They're really cheap to make. I can actually show you here real quick. It's just some wool around an ender pearl, and since we have that mob farm going, we actually have access to ender pearls. And I found that you can disguise them in a way like I didn't know, which I find really fascinating. I right-clicked it with one of these black stained glass blocks, and it camouflaged it like that. You can still see where it's at, which is kind of cool. So I put my main base going up and down right here, and then these are all like the pipe areas where I need to manage like anything that is between levels. Ooh, that's coke oven. We might have to come out just a little further. Like, let's go right here. Bam. So it'll be tied in there. I'm thinking about making all these areas connected also. Bam. I think that's also filling it up down over here. So what are you? Let everything drain its buffer. There's no way I'm producing 100,000 FE per tick. But I do have, I mean, this is about only half of my production because the other half is on magmatic diamonds. Because I do have a lot of them. And they're all somehow still being fed by this one lava generator with a fair surplus of buffer with lava. And a lot of them are empty. That's hilarious. Alright, so we have that done. I have the room pre-built here. Like this is kind of looking, it kind of visualized it looking like this, and I kind of like it. And I like how I can look to the floor, and it feels like we're floating a little bit. And I think having my machinery in here is gonna look kind of fun. I'm probably gonna go around the perimeter and add some like machine-ish blocks just to see if they look any better. Alright, so I am wanting to get into immersive engineering a little bit because making all the wires for that was a pain, and there's definitely a much easier and cheaper way to do those wires, and that's using the metal press. Let's see if it's going to... Oh. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's do simple machines. Conveyor belts, turntables. Nope, I guess it is heavy machineries. Metal press. There we go. So a metal press is made just like that as it's showing. There we go. So it looks like it's a couple like scaffolding looking ones. There's a redstone block, a heavy block, a piston, and a couple conveyors. So that shouldn't be too difficult to do. Let's see what they all require. So we need a couple conveyors. There we are. We definitely have plenty of those. We'll need some steel scaffolding. Get a few of those. There we go. We'll need a heavy engineering block. Or I just used that all up. Okay. Do a stack of them. There we go. We have electrum ingots. Nice. Only need one of those. We only need two of the steel scaffolding, so I'm gonna throw the rest back in my inventory. There we go. We'll need a piston, which we should have a lot of those, and an engineering, redstone engineering block right there. So what do we need for you? Sheet metal. Or and one of you, and we're gonna need a hammer. That should be everything. Oh, we got the piston. Where do we want to set you? Alright. We're gonna have you lined up here because we're gonna have to have several of them. There we go. Like magic. Have you pushing that way and that way. So next we should have to right click you, or is it right click you? Or you? Oh, you had to right click the piston. Cool. So this will actually pull power into the top. We're gonna make engineering cables to run cables through here, but we should be able to pull inventories from here, put it on there, and it'll spit out over here. I'm not sure if it auto inputs. Let's find out. I am going to build some of the cables required for immersive engineering, which we will need. Let's see here. We'll need some. We're going to do LV coils right now. They do have different tiers. They have medium voltage and high voltage. I believe if you hook the high voltage up into a low voltage machine, it will blow it up. I'm not sure if I'm just crossing mods on that part. We will need to build some low voltage connectors and relays. Here's some connectors. We will need a few of these. And the relay. Cool. So connectors can only have one wire connected to it, and relays can have several wires. Alright, so I want to have you push into you. Good, 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 good. Just in case, in there. So that's a relay. I need a connector. Got the connector right there. Got you connected. It's right there. There's a relay. So we're going to connect the cable. They have a set distance that they can go. Also, that they can span also. Birds on, on a wire. Okay. Birds on a wire. You can also get damaged by them when they're powered, so you have to be careful with that. And I do want to put another connector on this portion right here. And that one we're going to have to make output with a relay up here. Bam. Oh, I didn't make it even, did I? That's fine. We can break it, and we'll actually get our cable back. Bam. So that's being powered, and we should get damaged now if I can get up on there. Yep, see? Shock, shock. Alright, so next we actually need to build some presses. Does it show directly what they are? It'd be my luck that I don't see them and they're right in front of my face. They're right there. So the first one I want to make is the plates, but then I'm also going to build a metal press for wires and rods possibly also, but it looked like there was actually a good conversion rate for it with like 2 of these into 4 rods. I'm not sure if this gives any better. Actually, it's the same, so it doesn't make any sense to do that one. The gear, right click, there we go. Metal press turns 4. So I mean, that doesn't really make any sense either. So basically it's just doing the plates and the wires, which can get very expensive in here. Let's go see what we need to do to build. That scares me every time doing that soul sand. We'll need a couple more steel plates, which we should have plenty. We'll need the engineer's blueprint, and this is on the engineer's workbench, which we have right there. We need the engineer's blueprint. Whoa. Banner. No, we have that one. Don't need that one. That's the one we need. I'm gonna swap out these blueprints. And we'll need steel plates and one of those cutters. Alright. Unpacking. No, we need the plate right there. And no wire. There we go. On the metal press, we're going to be putting, bam, they put that there, and then if we throw like their steel ingots in here, it should be feeding them in there. It'll crush them. Crush. And it feeds it right into our chest. Nice. We have the second one made now, and it is doing great. These redstone engineer blocks in the center, you can actually turn the device on and off with that if you wanted to. And you can even use smart signals like a comparator or something to test if an inventory is full, turn it off so it doesn't just build up right there. Right now I have it making these copper plates, and now we can have it push them in. Are you gonna make fun of me now? Why will you not pull in? So you goes, okay, never mind. That makes sense. Let's go get us some copper. Instead of costing 4 ingots, it's only costing 2 per wire that I'd have to make. Okay, so I mean I am having the cost. There we go. Bam. And then each one makes 2. So I should end up making, so from 4 stacks, it should end up making 8 stacks of wire. That'd be nice. And these are loud too, so lots of loud machines in the shop and subfloors now. Got plural on those now. And I went and made me some more shepherd's pies. They're yummies. I gathered enough materials to build our next machine. I want to build the crusher. Get all this stuff into our inventory properly here. I think that is it. Nice, so it is. How do we want to put this? I'm not sure how this is gonna build out. Let's take a look at the picture here. So there's the output, input, and power. No, that's redstone. Or is that power? It looks like. Alright, there we go. So we need scaffolding in a 3x5 with light engineering blocks on the back. We're gonna put the back up against that wall, or we're gonna put the back up against that wall back here. Light engineering blocks, and I need more. I need 10 of them. Why do I only have 2? Alright, so let's put it back here. We're gonna come off the wall. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 2, and then the rest is scaffolding. Alright, let's go up to the next layer. Looks like redstone right there. Light, skip 1, light, skip 1, 3 light. So bam, 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 bam. And the redstone was right here. These fences were on the center here. And the hoppers would be up here. Alright, is that it? It looks like that fence right there is the one we click on. Bam. Oh, who made hazardous machinery? That's dangerous. That's so cool. I think that's redstone, not power. Nope, that's not you. Pressure's on, off. Oh, right there's the power. Alright, and the relays, let's get it kind of even. So this line right here. Since I put it in a bad spot, we're going to go back there. Behind, I messed it up. See, it was too far away, but I also don't want to run it too far because I do want more connection points for one, and I don't want it dragging too low. If you run the wire through a block, it will actually break it. I mean, you'll get the block, you'll get the wire back, but kind of beats the purpose if you want it to be there. There we go. We got an extra one there. And a chest. I need to go check on my mob farm out there. Let's see here. I think we just throw it in. Honestly, it's weird. Don't fall in because it will damage you. Yep, we just throw them in. What they'll do is it'll slowly process and spit out the crushed aluminum dust. Now, I'm not sure if it doubles it or anything. Let's see, a crusher. Yeah, it actually does double it. So, I mean, it's not like we're wasting anything hardly, but it's another fun way to produce some dust. Especially if we don't want to go through any other routes to make dust, particularly like this. It gets kind of arduous. I just come down here, throw a few stacks of the ore in here, and I get dust. Nice. I did end up turning my mob farm back on after somewhat fixing it. It's still weird. I don't know why they keep phasing through it. I mean, I extended it and made it taller. I extended it a block over that direction. I didn't extend it a block this direction. Maybe that's it. But they do fall out less often now. Like I don't have whenever before I added this portion back to it, the Endermen were getting out. When I added that, the Endermen stopped getting out. But I think it's because they're suffocating in the walls now. The only one every so often I get out here is the giant slimes, which aren't really a pain. They're a little easier. At least they don't pick up blocks and randomly put them in places. Uh, so I do have it feeding out of here into here. So the only thing it's really pulling off to the side is gold armor, and what it's doing is putting it in the induction smelter and just getting some gold ingots from it. Everything else is trashing that goes in here essentially. And right now I just have a bunch of like the armors and the shovels, I believe axes and bows. Oh, not the axes yet. There's a couple things I still need to add, and I'm definitely getting a bit. Oh, cool, bone miller. Oh, that's a good one. That'd be a fun one to add. Magnetized, that'd be another fun one. Just waiting for some cool ones. Got max speed already. Heart gainer. Ooh, that's 4 more hearts. Speed, weakness, and there's another one over here. Wait, what? We can get flight? No, you can't get flight with this. We need 1500 experience. That's a lot. Allows you to fly? Okay, I'm about to go check this out. Alright, let's get our tap. Because we have XP on tap. Not sure how much 1500 experience will be though. We'll go with 30 levels just to see. 1400. We're so close. No, we have flight. Do we really? We do. This is so cheaty. What the crap? That's so funny. I did want to add the bone miller to check it out also. Bam. Alright, I want to check that out now. So just, if I looked it up right, it allows stuff around us to bone mill the area. That's what I thought I read. What's the max level on it? 5? We only have 1, so it's going slowly. Looks like it is working. Let's go some more levels and add the second one. Okay. No, I think I went a little overboard. Just a wee bit. We now have several extra hearts. Oh, I can't remember. I should have waited on that last one. We also have magnetized now. How does that work? Does it really? Oh, it does. Look how far away it was. Boom. How far away does it work? That's so cool. Awesome. We're gonna throw the rest of my experience back in here. We now have 5 extra hearts. That's cool. I think having flight is like the best thing ever. Oh no. We're still gonna be building jetpacks and stuff because I like jetpacks. But this is really cool, fun. What do you have? Arachnid sphere? I already got one of you. Worship the toast shrine. Even though we don't use toast anymore, but it was the almighty food of the beginners. Do we take damage? What? I didn't take any damage, did I? It gave us creative flight, didn't it? Straight up gave us creative flight. Well, there goes the neighborhood. I'm not complaining. That's kind of cool. So one of the biggest reasons I turned this back on is for the lily pad of fertility that we started to work towards. It requires a lot of materials. And the biggest thing is it requires these catalyzing glands and these rib bones and the slime pearls. Those are a little harder to get, but our mob farm here will actually make them over time. Or I'd say make them, gather them. There's the rib bones, and then it gets slimy pearls. They're hanging around in here somewhere. Oh, right there, right in front of my eyes. And then we're also getting some catalyzing glands also, which is cool. That or we can go into the hostile neural networking, but I've never used that mod, and I think on the next episode we're gonna dive into that and get used to it. What I want to do is build one more of these immersive engineering machines. I want to build the sawmill. So it doesn't require a whole lot more, and I will see you guys down there when I have the stuff and ready to build it. I want to build it right over here next to the crusher, who's made me 4 stacks of aluminum dust. Cool. Alright, let's pause you. Let's go. Stop. Oh, pause. There we go. So this one's also a 3x5, and we have to smack that iron sheet metal. So it looks like the heavy one goes right there, light sheet metal, and rest is scaffolding. Okay. Don't worry, my goldfish brain done forgot what I needed to do. Ay vey. 3, 4. Let's get some space. Do heavy, light, scaffolding, and sheet metal. Alright, and the next layer up is redstone, sheet metal, heavy, and 3 more light. Redstone, sheet metal, heavy, and 3 more light. And the conveyor belts. Oh, I was like, why am I floating? I done forgot. It's so broken. There we go. Got the conveyor belt. I think that might be it. No way it was that quick. It was. That one was super easy. You got the output right here. That's on and off. Where's the power input? Oh, it's right there. Connector. And some wire. There we go. We are now powered. I will need to get something to insert into it. Alright, so I went ahead and added a hopper to push onto the conveyor belt, which I think they have conveyor belts that'll automatically pull from chests. I'll have to look. Oh, did I add it to the wrong spot? Or does it push it out the back? We're going to throw one little clog in there, see what it does. They stripped it. What? You. What do you do in the sawmill? Oh, then it has to be ran through again? Oh, it does stick it into the back. I thought this was the output. Alright, what are you gonna do? Did not cut it? Okay, so that was my brain fart. Or, yeah. So, I needed to have added a saw blade. Yeah. That's so cool, actually. That's so loud. It is producing oak planks, and it is producing sawdust, which we can probably use for something. Not sure, but this is so cool. I'm gonna do it to all of my oak logs, just for giggles. That's just so cool. All right, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We definitely dove into immersive engineering a little better. We got some metal plates and some wire being able to produce. We got our crusher and the sawmill and another 14,000 FE per tick generation. This one I don't even have to supply lava to. Mwahahaha. And we're cheating now. We have light. I am no longer stranded to these islands. I'm going to start making them look so much nicer now too, hopefully. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Bye.